Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are well. My name's Eva, and I want to thank you for joining me in this video. This healing is for those moments when you feel like you're at the decision point between choosing freedom, choosing like aligned, spirit led vision, choosing from love, choosing to see yourself in love and yourself one with the field and like really embodying your power, or like succumbing to fear and anxiety, and you feel like you're under attack from yourself or from what you're perceiving as other, when you're gonna like let that pattern loop and like go into that repeating easy ego cycle. So the ease, we're bringing through just pure essence of being. And that does it on its own. It extends into itself because it is itself. And it is for you to remember your power and your unity with the field for your peace, and for you to witness what you truly are and how reality is springing from you. And to remember yourself as love. It's not really even about worthiness, because that is a word derived in duality to imply an unworthy state. We're being asked truly to leave definitions of our identity in the dual-based world behind, and to let yourself open to a new way of being that we don't have definition for in a way that our ego mind would understand. But your heart knows it, your soul remembers it, it is of you, it is eternal, because it is enlightened by the truth. And this is already within you. This is about turning your attention to it, ease with which you would turn your attention to that being. Because that being is there to meet you. You will be answered. You will be met. You will meet yourself there. So that whatever comes to unravel, to dissolve, to be forgiven, to come through from where it is deeply held within, and to be witnessed and released from you now. Hi miyasuntaya yani masayashutu kaya. Hi wusno tani mani hinatai yasun chai syo tokina mati. Lots of tension coming out of the shoulder blades, of like the trapezoids. Yatisana tusha tasikara tusu tuyuno taini tisnatratus. Vision on the feminine side, really tied to a grief in the heart. Hinayana wuntaisi tunaratis, up into the throat, to the expression of that beingness. Hinitasnum shitayoni poni panayin sakinai. Hinitisin chini toi simi shanayan sonam naratut. Bringing up structures of shame. Hyun hyumotosam shiri tayasuyon zoi kia yenimayinaya sumai. Hia wosoyan chan saya tuyonoyum tokua pirshunam nasnito koyon shiri. Hiri tisoyon jokunaya snitraya kiaya sushamasa. Hyun sotai si shinikain somnayon tusnyashi. Hyonaya sonchia isin tayo koyon soti shini tayon sotas. The grief of forgetting who you are, the anger around not knowing who you are. Sita sunja kana truat. The ego has made up a story that this was stolen from you and hidden from you and kept from you, but that's not true. You chose to forget. You have to take responsibility for that choice at the level at which we are now. If you are to know yourself free and know yourself as the co-creator of this reality, that what you are experiencing is emitting from you, and so it could not, because there is free will and God does not negate the power of mind, it could not have been God who did this to you. It is your choice in your nature, and we must accept this choice to have our true nature dawn upon us from within. Kaya ni kanaya no tuyumnaya shino isunto kani kaisi. Himayani untosum shitaya suntakit. And so then that guilt, that we can witness how that it's not a tree of knowledge, it's a tree of guilt. Kini pas no tot. It maintains the structure of this world. Kinain so kana shamunzo main snato kana inu yoshimoro knis natayasia. Kinatana na sonsoni shenindis nandrakoni payan shenindis in santayo tokonot. Hinandrato sum shanin sarakorgoyetin daptayo no shamsa kinanis nondroin suyoshi. So it is an exorcism of deception, but you have to see where the deception was actually coming from. Hiniyanam nahuruam kinisum shiti si kayat. And what does this have to do with the choice point between love and fear? It's the beginning of it. Every choice that we make between love and fear, between freedom and constriction and negation, between peace and dis-ease, is a repetition, an echo of that original choice point to perceive other, to negate the power of one's own mind over and over and over again. And that's how we heal through time. That's how healing now heals always, because it is the same choice. Kayanamna kunitanin choronitis. So when you're knowing yourself now, you cut through the field of illusion. And all that is now. All that is you. It doesn't matter what happens. Like, you don't need to care about how the structure dissolves, about how the fear dissolves. And when you're really paying attention to love, you won't want to. Because you know yourself free, you know yourself alive, you know yourself at peace, you know yourself as you are, creative, like imagination station, and then forever. Kiadiada yuniumna sonjami tonam ni kanatrato sonja, hini kanayan sontirit, kiniti sindrayo sonja, and then you play in the field instead of trying so much to free yourself from it. Sinitanan topaon chikas, and continuing to play out stories in an identity that is false. Kiadaya tokarindi samshakina san hiwurukuma orupanan tokamam tokini tindai. Andrat aisna tunam shi tayasin tikayisin syo yakyun so yakitia. Matrorum tisni tanin doro di tisnashnas tayasaki. Kina haraya to somsoyoshini trasna. Hinindo nitoni tane kinapay sonjay stayasa. Him tayo sonjayisni trato kum jay im saratu suro kayata. Iri kayatoru insi. Hinatratis notumnayan shini kanandri kanis natayan. Hinando sum sanati san shikieritis nitrika insinin tayas no shanata. Hiana andraya sinti koyum dayo sonjatis natraisi. Hayana yana yana tua ma ushu kayas das nasa. Hinam naini tayana tasto sashayas natrayanikuyam. Humayum diaratis nishani kian samnayanito biaratis natratisa. Hiana tayana kunuyum. Hiayasu yashara tusu tayasi. Hiani kain chomnatis tatratoson. Hinandarayo tumiarian nirnyan tamnisum shitisa. Sinikum shiritas natrain. Sintiani kinitantosum chatayan yon tokapti karat. It's almost like healing the archetype or idea or structure of Lucifer from within, because it's feeling like healing wings, and it's almost like being reunited with wings, and it looks like, forgiveness is healing. We heal our minds in this world through forgiveness. So forgiveness is to see the life within all things as your own life, and to reunite it back in that life, to accept love as the truth of that being, and to let all delusion around it dissolve. So putting yourself within the beingness or the perspective in duality of this idea of a fallen angel or a fallen species or evil itself, or a character who is personifying evil in some way, would be the great undoing of that idea, because you are seeing yourself from all points in the field and forgiving self from within, which is really the only way that we could free ourselves. Hinani kanayan somaya no kan dharato sonjais natrato sonji. Kain satiraya somni taya kiani tanantaratos. That's reunion at all levels. Hinitanandokani marat. Ritomayan som shikin santai hinam nitriyo sonjitis. Hinindahinium payasum shoyukin tam natratina. Shani konum disum shitisi hayayunt sonjai. Saya tusum jayas nitas nasanchikin sanandreis natriki. Hinandrehinis num do shinitante kinatana inta. Hyomya yomyo kai si. Hutoyo porki tai sunja kinanutum bai ashumukoa. Sundate kini hiara tu yotunam nashan sansana tro kargitis tais uma shaisia. Whoo! Hiara tunain chanium nas. That's really powerful. Kirata sanjanas natrahain natakinat. Nayun tumain shotis natrainto yumnuyo tumarki tis nadratis natratis. Yes, and how happy the reunion would be. Yes, it is for joy. It is joy. It is joy to be reunited with self. You can only know yourself as you are in union with self. Yes, rejoice in that. Yes, you can. You are meant to. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. In that moment when you can truly accept that love is possible, a possible state for you, no matter what is going on, what evidence of the ego will show you, that is a moment when you are knowing yourself healed. That is a miracle. That is what miracles are. What that changes in the field, I don't think in our egos, in our conceptions of what we think understanding is, that we can truly, really understand the repercussions of the choice for love. It changes everything. And it is more prevalent around this earth than whatever narrative is cooked up would have you show, would have you see. It is everywhere. It is not lost. It is what you are. So let love do the work for you. Let creation be what it is. Feel yourself moving in the one current of what that is. Amen. Just taking some nice deep breaths, coming back into this moment of self, back into the awareness of your body, of where you are in time and space. Letting your body release whatever it needs to release. If you feel very called, or even a little bit called, to stay in meditation, I suggest really honoring yourself in whatever comes through when you engage with this work. The experience of this work for myself as it comes through me is incredibly experiential. It is incredibly visceral. It's so closely felt and seen and touched and read. It may or may not be that way for you, but if it is that way for you, nothing is going wrong. You are recoding the structure of reality. You are always coding the structure of reality. It's just in a way that your body hasn't felt before. If you feel like you aren't having physical experience, it doesn't mean that it's not working, or it doesn't mean that it's not meant for you. If you feel drawn to it, just let yourself sit with the work. Let yourself sit with the practice. I tell this to a lot of people, but even just moving your hands around your body like this, if you feel fear, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel a stagnancy, if you feel confusion, if you feel like you are just kind of paralyzed and don't know what to do, or you feel overcome by fear, just that way. Let your hands move over your field in a sort of sweeping circular motion down wherever you feel called, or over your whole body, however you feel. And then one day you might find that your hands start to move in different ways, and it feels natural. It feels as if you are remembering. You're not thinking about it, but you don't feel controlled by something outside of yourself. You feel more yourself than you maybe ever have. And how this might come through in your voice, it can come through in your hands, it can come through in larger movement, it can come through in writing, it can come through in many different ways. Don't be afraid of change. Life in this realm is change, but remember that all change springs from the unchangeable eternal beingness that is your true self. And that self is love, and that self loves you. And you are never in danger. Even when you feel like you're dying, you're not in danger because of what you are.